Hello and welcome to Subject Access Request, the ins and outs of getting it right. My name is Christy Goldsmith and I'm a data protection solicitor with Spencer West LLP. I have been doing data protection work since 2017, so it's all that I do and I really enjoy it, and I hope that you enjoy this presentation. Before you'll see the outline of what we're going to be covering in this 30-minute session. I'm going to go through the Law on Subject Access Request from the UK GDPR and the Data Protection Act of 2018. We're going to talk about redactions and exemptions. We'll then discuss the Article 15 letter, and then we're going to talk about how you handle responses from data subjects. So the first thing we're going to discuss is going to be the UK GDPR. This is where the law on subject access request comes from. So it's out of Article 13, and this is called the right of access. The UK GDPR has a series of articles which deal with the rights of the data subject. And so Article 13 is on the right of access. Now, this is exactly what it says. So the data subject, that's the person who's making the request. Now, this could be anybody. This could be a current employee, a former employee, someone that you've done business with. If you're a school, it could be a student, it could be a teacher, it could be absolutely anybody. So this person has the right to obtain from the controller, that's you and your organization, confirmation as to whether or not personal data concerning him or her are being processed and access to that personal data. So that's what the request is. So after they've made the request for the data, you have to give them the following information. The purposes of the processing, that's the why you're processing the personal data, the categories of data concerned. So this could be, say if it's an employment context, would be things like, name, contact details, CV, application, the contents of the HR file, so anything that you've got in there, and whatever else you have on that data subject. The recipient or categories of recipients to whom you're disclosing the data. So say in the HR context of employment, this would be if there's any benefit providers, the pension providers. The categories would be your HR software products, what other kind of software platforms that you use. Then you have to tell them the retention period of the data, how long you keep it. And then E is the existence of, these are the other rights of the data subject. So the right to request rectification, erasure, restriction, and objection. So these things from A to E, I'll be discussing further on because those are the elements that go into what is called the Article 15 letter.